Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Anime Bros podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rosario, joined by my brother, Angelo. And today we're going to talk about My Hero Academia.
Yeah, man, it's been a while since we've done a deep dive.
Quite a while.
You know, if you've been a listener of the podcast, you know we've been going through...
It's got to be like 6 months.
Since we've done it?
At least.
Longer than that.
A year?
The last one we did was the Quince. Was that after Japan or during Japan or before
Right
Japan?
before, I think.
So it's been a very long
crazy.
time since we've done a deep dive. You know, we had our 11-episode Japan series, and then we've also been trying to just keep up with
11
you know,
episodes,
the shows seasonally. So it's been a while since we've really done a deep dive.
We had our 2-year anniversary.
There's a lot of things in between.
I mean, we've had our year awards.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but it's good to be back into the deep dives.
I forget how we do a deep dive.
I think we've kind of done it differently depending on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So
just kind of let it rip.
What ranking is this for you in your top 10?
That's the question. Do you know where it is off the top of your head for you?
I want to say 6 for me.
I want to say it's 4.
I think I could move it back to 5.
I like... What is this? Untitled presentation.
Well, that ain't the right one.
That's not the one.
Yeah, because I think it was 6 for me, and then we skipped it because it was higher on your list.
Yeah.
Because my last one was the Quince.
So I was taking a buddy at work through my list, just yesterday, I think, which is cool. Like, it's good to have friends that are into the same stuff. It just made me realize like how much stuff's not on here. The answer to your question is 4. This is 4.
So,
though it is like,
well, after this deep dive, we'll be into our top 3 shows.
That's crazy.
So that's
we'll rank them all again because there's
by the time
so much stuff missing.
I actually did. I took like a half an hour,
dude. Like
the other day.
You're.
I added a bunch of my shows. I didn't do anything crazy with the PowerPoint presentation. I just added the show titles in so I could get them ranked again.
I'm gonna have to cheat off of what you've put in there. Like,
it was tough.
There's a lot. It must have been 50 shows.
Something like that. It was a lot.
Like, my list is at 60 right now. It's going to double.
I don't think it's 60.
It's close. It's got to be close.
A lot. We've been watching a lot more, too.
30, 35.
Since we did the podcast, started the podcast, just because, we'd like to keep up. Well, that's because we became more aware of what's coming out seasonally, and also it's nice to keep up, have stuff to talk about.
Definitely, yeah.
So I feel like, we do, like, watch more shows because of the podcast, but also we watch more shows for the podcast.
Would we watch less if we weren't doing the podcast?
I guess not. I think if we never did it, yes, because I never used to sit on MAL and look up new
see
shows.
What's coming. Yeah,
I would just kind of see what strikes me on social media.
Interesting.
That's why it's been kind of hard now. Like as we progress, do more research. Like we haven't had like a sleeper hit show in a while.
Nothing sleeping.
So, I don't know what we're going to do for this year's awards. We're going to have, like, one option for sleeper hit.
See. What is it so far?
Oh, no.
And I disagreed, I think.
There was the one the one about the Devil Girl, which we haven't finished yet. From
exactly. So there you go.
I want to finish. I'm just going to finish it without you. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, there's multiple shows this year that I either haven't watched or haven't finished, so it's just like, okay.
There was one you didn't like the idea of this not too long ago, a show, and you're like, ooh, I don't know about this.
And then it was great, I think. I don't remember what show it would have been. I don't know, one of the sloppy romance ones.
Sloppy, they're just enjoyable, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not watching a show and, like, kicking your feet all happy, then why are you watching the romance? That's why we watch
tummy time, just laying down, kicking your feet up.
You're just having a nice time.
You're killing it.
Because you're enjoying it.
That's great. Just
I forget, a lot of times you might be, like,
kick my feet up.
Not kicking your feet up.
I know what you mean.
Well, you can't see on the camera because our feet are under
I
the
can
table,
imagine.
but yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of what show it was. There's a couple here like, ooh, I don't know about the art style or something.
I don't know.
Regardless, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Number 4. And it's number 4.
5, probably 5.
6, I have it behind Attack on Titan. I think I could put it ahead of Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan was a lot more recent at the time of the list. I'd put it above it.
I mean, you watch a couple episodes of that, and then maybe you change.
Nah, I think I like My Hero better.
Yeah, you thought that at one time before.
Yeah, but it was because Attack on Titan just ended and My Hero didn't.
Things changed.
Now they've both ended.
They have both ended.
So, yeah.
Which I think we'll put it out there right away. Like, I don't think we're going to spoil any ending stuff in this episode. I foresee this being a multi-parter.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about the ending in the last episode because I definitely have more thoughts on the ending now that I've had, 6 months to sit on it. How long's it been? A while. Then they did that bonus episode a few months ago, but it's been probably 6 months.
The bonus episode. Well, they're doing another little special that might have already come out.
I saw that. I didn't watch it. I saw that. I think it's like really short though.
Oh, tragedy. Yeah, I mean it ended in the winter, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's been at least 6
months. Did we not
months.
watch like the first episode of it?
I read
Japan?
I read the ending of it
When
a
we were
year
in
ago.
Japan, didn't
we
we try
did.
to?
Oh, we did.
So it wasn't even the winter; it was the fall.
Well, yeah, it ended like
in December. So yeah, it's been 6. I almost said it. It's
you
been 6 or 7
you did
months.
it the opposite. We were like 7-6.
It's been like 6 months, baby. I guess it's August. So
it's
like
crazy to see how like transcendent 6-7 had become.
Yeah, I was just talking.
We were watching
about
that video with Jimmy the other day.
Yeah.
So this one guy we watched travels around primarily Asia, and he's in like some little, I forget what country was it. Indonesia? Might have been Indonesia. But like a little gaming shack type thing in like a pretty poor area where there's just these kids playing games. And like one of them does 6-7, and I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's around the world. It unites us all.
It's wild.
That's just the power of memes.
It is. That's wild to me, how transcendent that is. But yeah, I think we've had some time to sit with the ending. Like I said, I read it a long time ago. At this point, but yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
I think today primarily focus will be on like why it's special to us, why we enjoy it, and then a lot of character.
Yeah, depending on if we get there time-wise. I don't even know if we will.
We'll see. I mean, maybe you let us know as an audience. I feel like we don't need to do like an 8-part thing. Like I feel like nobody wants to watch 8 parts.
Yeah, but 8 parts that are like 2 hours long,
yeah.
or 4 parts that are 2 hours long is the same thing.
No, it's fair.
I
certainly don't want to do 2-hour-long episodes.
Yeah, so we've already talked. Like
yeah, we'll see where the wind takes.
Are you saying we're gonna talk less, or it seems like you just want less episodes, but you're not willing to make the sacrifices.
Yeah, I just I want the listeners to stay interested.
Yeah, well, let us know. That's why we do stuff we do stuff in between.
Almost lost the timer.
So what we'll do first, I'm going to read you guys the MAL My Anime List description of the show.
Excited for this.
For the if maybe you haven't watched the show, you don't really know what it's about, but you want to listen to us talk about it for possibly 8 parts. At least you got to have an idea of what's going on. And here it is.
By the end of the 8 parts, you'll be an expert.
The appearance of quirks, newly discovered superpowers, has been steadily increasing over the years, with 80% of humanity possessing various abilities, from the manipulation of elements to shape-shifting. This leaves the remainder of the world completely powerless, and Izuku Midoriya is one such individual. Since he was a child, the ambitious middle schooler obviously it's a dramatic show. Not actually. Sometimes, towards the end.
Occasionally.
An ambitious middle schooler has wanted nothing more than to be a hero. Izuku's unfair fate leaves him admiring heroes and taking notes on them whenever he can. But it seems that his persistence has borne some fruit. Izuku meets the #1 hero and his personal idol, All Might. All Might's quirk is a unique ability that can be inherited, and he has chosen Izuku to be his successor. Man, that spoils, you don't find out till the beginning of episode 3 that he's going to give him his power.
Yes, 3 episodes.
That's a crazy spoilers if you only want to watch 2 episodes.
Well, I don't think this is written before the show comes out.
It's like the My Anime List one for season 1. That's kind of what we read for any of the show. I mean, the manga was out when this was
summary type beat. I don't know.
Enduring many months of grueling training, Izuku enrolls in UA High, a prestigious high school famous for its excellent hero training program, and this year's freshmen look especially promising. With his bizarre but talented classmates and the looming threat of a villainous organization, Izuku will soon learn what it means to be a hero.
Wow. What does it mean to you to be a hero?
Smiling when things are tough.
Okay.
Is that not what All Might says? But
have no fear.
You don't want to. That's a very it's a deep question. To be a hero, I think you can be a hero in many ways. Since we don't have these quirks, these superpowers, I think, I feel like I'm a hero when I'm at work. Sometimes.
Can you elaborate on that?
oh man, I'm like cleaning windows for these people who can't do it themselves. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty awesome, you know? Like,
Yeah.
do you not feel like you're a hero?
No, I don't
Helping
really.
people get their groceries?
Not
That's
really.
important. People need food.
Yeah.
People don't need their windows cleaned. You're much more of a hero than I.
Thank you. No, I think, I think in our ordinary world.
Because we don't have bad guys to defeat.
No, not really.
Well, there are bad guys, but not like I'm just going
Not
to
like
walk
we're-
out there and be
yeah.
like, yeah, you make a citizen's arrest. Like, that's not how this world
Yeah,
works.
who do you think you are, Paul Blart? Oh man, no, it's good. I think that's a ground.
I don't know. A hero, I think,
everyday hero.
somebody who can make somebody's day brighter or, help somebody when you
Yeah.
can.
Nice job. I just threw that at you all willingly.
I mean, they think that's a very common, like, later in the show, it becomes like a big talking point of what makes a hero.
Yeah.
Because these ones, not every hero is the most exemplary, like the best kind of person, and they do get paid. So that's, different talking points that come up in the show or different themes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gray area. But that's more later in the show. I feel like the beginning of it is much more like this description and setting up with how is Izuku going to make this power work and going to become the hero he wants to be.
Yeah. I think, it's obvious, right, that given it has 8 seasons, it has time to explore some of those, like, deeper, more established world-building things, which I think is really awesome. I think, like, having such a long story, 8 seasons, hundreds of chapters, gives this the time for us to get to know so many different characters, because there's 20 people in the class, there's 20 people in the other class, there's a million teachers, a million heroes, a million villains. Like, I think that this show does well to stay fresh and give us time to, like, learn a lot about a lot of the different characters,
Absolutely.
establish those things in the world. Like, it's really awesome in that way. It never got boring. It never, like, got bogged down. It never got, like, too samey. Like, it wasn't just this good versus evil thing the whole time. There's a lot more to it, and I think that was because it was given the time to explore all that, which I really appreciate about it. Does make it hard to rewatch because it's so long, but it comes at the overall benefit of the story, which, not to, like, say that a short story is bad, but, like, this is...
Yeah, when you have more time, you can really flesh more stuff out.
Yeah.
And have plenty of time to do that. Like, you couldn't have a story with half the seasons and have that many characters in it,
Mm-hmm.
or have that many fleshed out. It's kind of like how One Piece is, You have all this great world building, all these characters who, made a couple appearances over the seasons, but it's a long story, so they can afford to do that.
Yeah. No, I think it's great.
Like, you can't, in a show with 2 seasons, be like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this person in, like, 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it just,
It doesn't work, yeah. I think it's great.
It's been good. I've been, I started rewatching it in preparation for this.
I watch a bunch of summaries.
Halfway done the second season, a little more than halfway done. We'll talk about some more of those, like, specific moments in one of the later parts. For the next part.
Probably not this episode.
Not this episode. Definitely not this episode. We don't even have that prepped. Maybe next episode. But it's nice to be, like, back at the beginning. It's like I'm hanging out with some old friends,
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've watched the beginning of the show, where it's much, a little lighter, and where you're learning about,
grounded.
especially the classmates. The world
Yeah.
hasn't been built up. There hasn't been, I don't know about all these threats and everything. So it's nice. It's like, it's good. It's good to be back in UA with Class 1A.
Class 1A, UA.
And it's just, it's been a long time since I've watched that. That was one of the first anime I ever watched. Mm-hmm. So it's really cool to finally be here in our deep dive countdown, because this show means a lot to me, and I'm sure a lot to you, because you even had it ranked higher than me.
Yeah.
So
it's cool. It'll be ranked 5th once we redo. So we'll have it at the
and
same
mine
spot.
will also be 5th.
Yeah.
So we like it the same.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
But I've watched more shows, so I feel like I might like it a little more.
Guy.
Fifth, like,
this guy. Why do I even podcast with him? I had a thing I was gonna say too, and now I forget because you had.
Mine has
humble brag.
123 shows on my list.
Yeah, because you had all the stuff that we talked about that already.
My always
have
had
more.
I've watched more shows. Okay. That is true.
Oh my God, with the humble brag.
It's not very humble. I'm just saying I've watched more shows. So it being fifth for me means more than it being fifth for you. Because I've consumed more anime.
I guess.
I think that's how it works.
I mean, it doesn't mean that it's all high quality stuff.
Most of it is. There's been 2 shows I haven't. I mean, there's been shows I didn't like and I never finished them. They never even made the list.
Yeah.
Everything that made the list I liked enough to at least watch 8 to 10 episodes.
Of the stuff in your top 5, the only thing I haven't watched is One Piece, right?
Yes.
So that's okay. That's fair. You can say I've watched this crazy high quality show that you haven't. The rest of it, I feel like...
Yeah, but I've watched all your top 5.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying I've given you the advantage there.
Oh, because you haven't watched One Piece. You're helping me out.
No. I'm just saying that gives you more weight that I haven't seen one of your top.
Weight in what?
To the importance of what you were talking about. It has more weight than it's your 5 versus my 5.
Yeah, that's true. That means One Piece is even that.
I'm disagreeing with the more shows thing, but I'm agreeing to the high quality shows, which One Piece would obviously be one of them.
Yeah, that's already taken up a slot from the top 5, and you don't even know. It would definitely.
I think of any other show that you have watched and I haven't, that's the only one that could potentially be high on my list like that.
I think
that high. So that's what I'm saying. That I think is.
So that's the one. You have nothing. I have that.
I'm
yes. So
I'm giving you advantage.
A little bit more. I might just like it a little more. I've watched it more. I've rewatched it.
I think this is the first time we've argued over who likes the show.
I think I just like it a little more.
Pretty good content.
Just a little bit.
Fine.
Well, there's not many other shows that we have this similarly ranked.
Go off.
And usually when we do our our seasonal shows, you and I most of the time have had different favorite ones.
Yeah, you and I are polar opposites. I get you.
Is your favorite right now? We'll talk about that in a couple weeks. We'll talk.
We already talked about it last week.
Well, we have to do our check-in in a couple weeks.
The check-in, it's so much. We do the what you watch and the check-in in the end.
Well, we didn't do the ending the last couple of times. We've been doing just a check-in towards the end.
I think it makes more sense to do the end. We'll talk about this off camera.
All right. Listen, so my hero.
This is going to be 12 bars.
A show that I like marginally more than you. It just really does. It means a lot to me.
No, go ahead. Tell us why.
I don't get. Well, I did because it was one of the first ones I watched. It was the first one I watched. Wasn't Dragon Ball. Yes. And it kind of opened up this world that we've become a part of.
I would agree.
And I don't like getting sentimental, but that definitely means a lot to me.
To get sentimental.
I don't like to.
It's just me, you, and the viewers.
You and all 30 people. Thank you guys.
Yeah, well, the last one was about 15.
Well, that's no. I'm very happy. Anybody who listens, we've had an actually slight uptick in viewership.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Anybody who doesn't
Halo
know
time
us,
videos cooking too.
Anybody who doesn't know us and is watching this, that's really cool. Everybody who does know us, thank you guys for supporting us as always.
Thanks.
But we only know so many people. I don't know a million people.
No.
I don't even know.
We don't have a million views.
Well, we could. But I'm saying we got to rely on other people outside of our immediate friends, family, and coworker groups.
Indeed. But no, you're right. We go way back with this show. You know what I mean? It's it got us so early in our journey, and we watched half the show as it came out, which is really cool.
Yeah, pretty much exactly half, I'd say.
I mean, is there any other show that we've watched that many seasons of together as it airs?
No, I mean, I've had 4 seasons of a show.
I can't think of. I mean, Classroom of the Elite's 4 seasons.
Yeah, but that's.
But still, I think there's something special about it's a long journey, and we
those have
we didn't catch it from the beginning. Seasons. But we've been riding the wave for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, we caught it right after season 4,
which is awesome. It really is, and this is the first, I think, non-Dragon Ball anime that really caught my eye in the modern age. I guess I knew what Naruto was. I definitely didn't know what Bleach was. I don't think I even knew what One Piece was.
A lot of these other
My Hero,
ones,
you could find stuff in stores and all, years and years ago.
I mean, that's if I didn't go to Five Below, I don't know, because that's how I learned what My Hero was. I'm oh
yeah,
I was getting Dragon Ball posters, and I'm what's this other guy?
Walmart.
I'm I kind of like Heroes. I've had just gotten off of my Marvel kick right after high school, or at the end of high school. Once I decided, I'm all right, it's time to find something new.
Yeah.
And boy, am I glad I did. I still, who knows if we would have continued watching more anime if not for My Hero. I mean, I guess, we have friends who have watched anime, so maybe, something else would have got us. But I don't know. It's hard to say, but I
is.
really appreciate My Hero Academia for being that for us, for being a good starter anime.
Yeah.
With
a bridge into
a good
greater
appeal.
world.
Yeah. Yeah, and it didn't have too much weird stuff.
Yeah.
If it did, you never know what would have happened.
Yeah. Some weird stuff, but not too much.
Not in the beginning, and not like that much. Like there's some characters who are like, all right,
chill out.
like yeah, but like I'm not gonna like,
Yeah, I mean, given the overall,
the but
the
it's
world
not
of
like
anime out there.
if there's all these other shows I really liked, like like Assassination Classroom, would I have ever picked that up first? No, I wouldn't have gone from Dragon Ball to that.
Yeah. Fair.
It's like, there's a tentacle man in that.
Sure
And it's about they're trying to kill their teacher. It's a crazy concept.
Yeah.
Or One Piece too. It's like, all right, this is so daunting.
Yeah, if you're not in love with
I
the
do
medium,
like to
you're
humble
not gonna...
brag about discovering One Piece
don't
before it got recently. It's not humble. It's just bragging now. That like I got kind of into One Piece.
You're the
before
king of gatekeepers.
No, I'm just saying that I appreciate that I got into it before everybody else did.
That's not true.
Well, no, it was
not true.
one of the biggest shows, but like in the last like 4 years, it's become pretty much the most popular anime. At least in certain circles.
Like in my head.
In my circles.
In my head, the popularity of it's always been high and it has remained steady since the beginning. Like,
Dude, like I don't know. I'm just telling you.
I haven't seen an explosion through my eyes.
I had nobody who when I was getting into One Piece in 2020, 2021, I was never seeing stuff about it. I didn't have any friends who watched it, and now it's like way more common.
Yeah, interesting. I think it's just anime as a whole, truthfully.
Yeah, I guess, but I feel like One Piece has certainly I haven't been talking to people who are like, oh, like, I recently got into Dragon Ball. Like, people have already...
Well, yeah, but it's not like Dragon Ball was...
Is its own thing.
Yeah, like that was in the West from childhood. Naruto was in the West from our childhood.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's like, what My Hero was for us.
Yeah.
Our because like we had watched anime first. We'd watched Pokemon. And we watched Dragon Ball. And then this was like, hey, this is... everything else.
Try something a little different. Yeah.
Everything else.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So as much as I appreciate
open the floodgates.
Dragon Ball Super for being my first anime, this was like the first. I always say it, my first non-Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Which is as big as a deal as first anime.
Yeah, big deal.
It's a big deal.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it really does mean a lot to me because
Yeah, no,
anime's been
it
a
all
lot
makes
of fun
sense.
for us. I know
It all makes sense.
not something I'm like. I'm a little hesitant to like say it's like my biggest hobby, but
brother,
we're here.
we do a podcast about anything else.
But I really.
I mean, I could do a FIFA podcast.
That sounds like the
podcast.
game.
Yeah,
or just the league.
I've been above the
Probably
game.
the game. That sounds like just angry the whole
It's
time.
one of my hobbies.
Just anger.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I really, My Hero means a lot to me. That's the most sentimental I can get on this podcast. Maybe some other time we'll try more.
We didn't talk about Assassination Classroom yet, so
that means a lot to me too. But My Hero, I've lived with longer.
Yeah, for different reasons.
So yeah.
As far as like just the plot of the show and why I think like it jives well with us and with a lot of people, like so many shows are that classic school vibe. It's a familiar experience for everybody. Also, like superheroes are more popular now than they ever have been. Especially when this had started coming out. Like I think Marvel was at the peak of its powers, or right even before it was. It's like the idea of a superhero high school just like checks a lot of boxes.
Yeah, dude, we've seen
Sky
it once.
High.
You beat me.
I was thinking
I
about it
was
all
setting
day.
it
I was
up.
thinking about it
I was
all
gonna
day.
say we had actually watched something similar.
Sky High, shout out.
Where a guy doesn't originally have a power.
True, actually, and
then gets a really good power.
Yeah.
We get two eventually, but
yeah, I guess he gets his mom.
he gets flying, but he gets his dad's strength.
Yeah.
Which is like All Might
Kind of.
strength.
I mean, Deku does eventually be able to kind of fly.
Yeah, like so that's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's like Sky High too.
Yeah. Yes. Electric Boogaloo. But that I think just as a premise, like that hits.
Yeah, it has broad
Obviously
appeal.
he did it. Horikoshi did it extremely well. But like that idea, I'm sold on 1,000 times out of 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like that like level of like setup of like superpowers a lot more than like I feel like every show now is like, oh, the villains are born off of people's fear.
Yeah, I mean, the Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man
like
and
that,
JJK, and I think that's like what a lot, because those I feel like are the new modern like fighty superpower shows.
Yeah. I mean, Demon Slayer's not quite
now
like
that this is
yeah.
well, it's just I don't know. I like it. I think it's a classic setup, and just they do it so well. But there's no other shows like anime that I watch where it's like we are called superheroes.
No, this is the superhero.
It's heroes and villains.
Yeah, I'm sure there's others out there, but
which like we said, there is later becomes more of a gray area. We discover more of a gray area, but it's just kind of cool to have that set up. And like it's a society. A lot of these other shows,
live in a society.
Like JJK, like Chainsaw Man, where the population doesn't know about these powers.
No, you're right.
This one is one.
It is fully
since they said like 80% of people, 4 in 5 people have a quirk, have a superpower.
Yeah, that's a great thought. Honestly, it is like
it's just part of society. Like I really thought that was cool. Like in the first episode when we meet see Deku taking notes on the villain, when we meet like Mount Lady and Kamui Woods and that other guy whose name I don't remember. The one with
another guy there.
Is it
Death Arms?
Yeah, maybe he's not till it. I think he's in the next fight, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we're starting to, just see this is like an everyday occurrence. And there's somebody who just calls into work. He's like, "I'm going to be late. There was another villain attack." It's just these powers have become just such an everyday part of the world.
Yeah.
So much so that Izuku Midori is like bullied because he doesn't have a quirk, because he doesn't have a power.
Yeah.
So it's just different. I'm sure there might be other anime like that, but not one where these superpowers of supernatural is so just baked into society where it's completely normal.
Yeah, it's established. It is after the great boom of it all, which we see some of the remnants of. But that's a really great point. I think that is very unique compared to what we watched, as you said, which is cool. I like. Even for a school show, like, no show, I think, gives you as much with as many of the characters as this does. Like, I can't think of another show where it's like, I know every single person in the class. Like, not to say they all really have time to shine, but they all do somewhat. You know?
I mean, if I had to, like, name a class full of anime students to, like, save my life, I would pick My Hero. Yeah. In my heyday, I might have been able to do Assassination Classroom, crazy. But that has, like, 30 kids in it.
Yeah, that's nuts.
20's a nice round number.
It is a nice round number.
If I did name the Class B kids, I would be dead. But
yeah, but who would be?
But even so, you would still get to learn a decent bit of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, not everybody gets the same amount of love in Class A, but I can only think of like 2 or 3 people who don't get any bit of. Like,
yeah, even by the end, like we get, stuff for some of the ones who haven't really been a part of it all that much, or like have been kind of side characters.
Yeah, a little bit. There's like the only one I can think of that I feel like gets nothing is
Go ahead.
Sugar Man.
No, I was thinking Tail Man.
No, dude, there's a big part in Ojiro is a kind of a decent part of the school festival because he gets brainwashed by Shinso. And then he helps Midoriya try to tells him how to beat him. And he makes it to the finals and he drops out.
The battle. When you say school festival, I'm thinking the song and dance.
The tournament. The sports festival. He drops out of the festival because of his pride. So it's kind of like you get a little bit with him. It's not that important, but
I guess
more than Sugar Man or the animal guy.
No, the animal guy.
Does he get more later? I think he does.
With
Shoji.
Sugar Man's got nothing.
I think that's the only one who doesn't. I forget.
If I was Sugar Man, dude,
I don't think I could name.
I'd be a monster.
I don't know real names. If we're saying hero names, I could do all of Class 1A.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't think I know Sugar Man's name, but I know what he looks like. I know.
Yeah, if he's got big lips.
He wears a yellow costume.
Yeah, I could pick him out of a crowd.
Named Sugar Man.
I could pick him out of a crowd.
Eats a lot of sweets. I can get down with that. But yeah, I think that's really cool. And like I said at the beginning, I think it's because of how much time the show goes on for. But even just as a school show, that aspect of it's awesome. Then you add in all the unique superpowers. I think so many of these shows have unique techniques or sword styles or nen abilities or any of the above. But I think the quirks, they do it really well. And they're all very unique.
That's the nice thing is
water, fire, air, and dirt. Thank you.
Something about magnets.
Yeah, it's in there
How do
somewhere.
they work?
It's very unique, which is cool.
Yeah, I think they have the freedom to do that with just, calling it a quirk. Like,
Yeah, like
you
it
can't
can be
be in
anything.
JJK and be like, my technique is like, I have a bird.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have like the
the 10
Shikigami,
shadows, yeah.
but like, there's just so many different
I have a
things.
Maharaga.
Yeah, like there's more freedom, and I guess like One Piece is kind of like that with Devil Fruits,
Yeah.
where they just have weird stuff, like weird abilities, but they're still classified into. I guess they are classified into groups. In My Hero, there's like heteromorphic types. Which
For sure. Well, that's actually something I was going to say.
Kind of like
in there.
It's kind of like One Piece in that sense with the Devil Fruits, but My Hero just has their world. They have so much freedom. Like a superpower could literally be anything. You
Like
think
one of the people is a washing machine.
Well, I think they have a power because you can't just be a superhero as a washing machine.
Well, he's got something like water stuff, but he is a washing machine.
Yeah, I mean, like the one guy has a bird for it. Just has a bird head.
For a head, and then I like.
And there's some people who are like part animal. One girl's just pink for no reason.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's cool. It allows for more creative characters, and you can just be like, whatever. And they had to make a lot of superhero or a lot of different powers because 80% of the people have them. So most characters in the show have quirks, and even like little side characters, side heroes, side villains. Yeah. They have to make new quirks for them.
Yeah.
I feel like almost reuse some things. Like I'm sure there's plenty who fly or plenty who
like ice,
plenty
flying.
who have gun powers. Yeah, we found out. I was in the rewatch. Midoriya's dad can breathe fire.
Yeah.
In the rewatch, and it just said that in the thing.
His mom says.
Like, does nobody else in the show breathe fire? I guess not.
I mean, not breathe fire.
Well, people like use fire, but nobody breathes it.
I guess
Nobody spits fire. There's not even like a rapper.
That's one spoiler I'm willing to put out there is we never meet his dad.
I'm still like I'm miffed about
anime.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird, but I like and that's just another thing about quirks is like the everyday people have them, and like some of them can just be kind of lame and doesn't really gonna do anything for you. But like
yeah, I mean some. I think they're not like allowed to.
Some can be a hindrance.
People aren't allowed to just use their quirks whenever. But,
no, yeah, you're not.
They can help for like
into the ethics of things.
Certain businesses and stuff.
Yeah. What a fun world. What a fun world.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bad
good,
stuff in it, but it definitely seems like it's unique.
Yeah, I mean,
like as far as physically to be it, I don't know if I would want to live in this one.
Did we put this in our worlds to live in?
I
feel like I think I did.
I don't know. I definitely put Dr. Stone, which was like interesting.
Crazy take.
It's fun, dude. You're rebuilding society.
I'm good, dude. I like my air conditioning.
That's true.
I don't know what episode.
Yeah, you're gonna be spending like 10 years trying to find it.
Yeah, I should because I used to just label the documents Super Anime Bros 2.8.
But it is it could be kind. I mean, it's just like our world, but like if I could also like
breathe a little fire, make something float.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it would be.
Have
if you could have one quirk. And what would it be?
I don't know. I gotta think about that.
And you're not like in our world, not in their world.
Yeah.
So in your world, if you could do something,
I'd have to think about that. Is there like a super speed person? Not really, is there? I mean, Ida, but like his legs are his thing. Yeah, but his legs are engines. Well, I don't want my legs to be engines.
I was thinking about how helpful because I was talking with one of my coworkers at because like Spider-Man came out and he's like, dude, you know how much easier this job would be? And I'm like, yeah, I want a job where I can just like flying would be nice. I think flying would be good.
Well, yeah,
because then I could just like hover and like do work, and I wouldn't have to get on ladders. I wouldn't have to worry about falling off a roof.
I feel like if you could fly,
I could be so good at my job.
I think if you could fly, you wouldn't be power washing.
I would be the best one.
Fair.
I could be a great one. I could just do clean gutters all day, and you just fly around.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, your friendly neighborhood gutter man.
Yeah, I guess you could
make a nice living.
Yeah,
and then
rake in the cash like that.
I mean, it's not like, what am I going to do? Side business? Like, I'm going to also be a vigilante?
No.
Like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to do that.
That's fair.
Like, vigilantes don't really exist in this world. At least not in the suburbs.
No, not as much.
Like, it would just be helping, like, elderly people all day, which isn't, I guess, rewarding, but I could also just do my gutter cleaning job.
That's true. What would my quirk be? Like, what would be?
I mean, like, assuming like you're not gonna get like
rips.
You're not gonna get like kidnapped and experimented on by the government because you have a superpower.
That's fair. I think
Implying you just get to live your life the way you want.
Yeah, I think creative.
She has to like learn the like molecular makeup
Whatever.
and stuff.
I'll do what I
You're
gotta
gonna
do.
learn
I'll
that?
do what I gotta
You're gonna
do.
memorize.
I'll do what I gotta do.
Yeah, well, I mean that's like that could be that quirk could be unethical so fast.
Or it could just be awesome.
You could
I
just
have
create
anything I
money.
want.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Whatever. I didn't say I was gonna make money. I'm not gonna
You
flood
can
the
make
market.
stuff that you buy with money.
Okay.
Maybe like, oh, let me learn.
I'm just one guy.
Let me learn the molecular makeup of a Ferrari. There you
Okay,
go.
I'm one guy.
But no, that would be a good one to have. And that one you could still live a normal life. People
Yeah.
wouldn't be like, "Oh, look at this guy." Like they would.
Exactly, they'd
Nobody would
never
have to
know,
know. I like it.
They
That's
never
really
know
good.
until they come home and see my Ferrari.
But flying would be awesome. Kind of just is just versatile. Like super strength doesn't really move me 1 millimeter. Like
Well,
what am I
super
gonna do
strength
with
would go
that?
hard, yeah.
What am I gonna do with that?
Be
Be a
an
mover?
athlete?
What kind of athlete?
Any athlete.
No, not like a cross country runner.
Okay, a lot of athletes.
Super strength. Yeah, like I could be a weightlifter, I guess. But I'd feel like I'm cheating.
Well, okay. You're the only one that's got a quirk.
Yeah, but I feel bad. Like gutters, there's nobody being harmed by me doing that. Like you could ruin the whole.
What about other gutter cleaners who you're taking work from?
They should just be better.
But they can't fly.
I mean, it's not like it benefits the customer that much. It just benefits me. I could just
Yeah.
do more work.
More at a time, yeah. Interesting.
Like you could ruin the integrity of a sports league with super strength.
It's been done, actually. Those are the best years of baseball that ever happened.
Yeah, with the drugs. But yeah, see, you'd feel like they could strip you of your titles, like Lance Armstrong
True.
or like Barry Bonds.
He never had any titles.
Barry Bonds didn't. He didn't have any records.
Well, they didn't take away any of
Who
his
did?
records. He didn't win any championships.
Nah,
He didn't take
okay.
any away of his records. He's got all the records.
The ones he cheated for.
And MVPs, yeah.
Oh, good for him.
He didn't take
Well,
them
then you could still have your records.
It's not the
buddy.
Tour de France.
You can still have your records, just not your Tour de France's would be
True.
gone.
That's true.
Yeah, because I could do that for biking, just like
Yeah.
fly it like a millimeter off the ground.
Yeah. We posed that question to you out there, our loyal listeners. What quirk would you have?
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
In everyday
Let us know in the comments.
I think Creaty's the only one I could.
I think that's a really good answer. Because
For those who don't understand, Creaty just makes stuff out of her body.
Yeah, as long as she knows the or molecular makeup.
She
of
uses
it.
lipids though, so I feel like she's got to eat a lot. Which
Oh no, you had to eat
This
like
guy
extra
this guy
more
can do that.
desserts.
this guy,
That's a great
this
one.
guy can make that happen.
And it seems like it doesn't like she uses them right away, so it's not going to put the pounds on.
yeah, I mean she's not like obese.
You could get in shape just by making stuff. Get rid of your lipids now, and then just what's a lipid?
Fat.
All right, there you go.
Fat is a lipid.
So that's a really good.
I think.
That's a good quirk. I think that might even be better than.
Fats, oils, waxes, phospholipids, and steroids.
Yeah, because there's like a scene where she's like chain eating cakes.
Electric.
That sounds that's like flying would be great. You've won.
Wasn't even
Creaty's a better quirk.
one of the thoughts, and it just everything's coming up. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's just it's all winning. It's
Yeah.
all winning.
Yeah. So at this point, I feel like next episode is gonna have to be our character deep dive. So I think we just keep rolling with like what makes it special.
Yeah,
Something
this has
going
been
on.
nice. Just free form talking
That's
about
a
it.
that's a podcast, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think about it, and maybe once you and I, move our separate ways, we can just be like just talking about new anime and stuff. But like, these conversations about My Hero, or not even about My Hero, but like about the new shows, we like have those while we watch the show or after.
yeah.
This, when's the last time you and I have sat down and talked about My Hero
Nah,
on
yeah,
the podcast, and then right after the ending, like we haven't
Exactly,
talked
yeah,
about
for a long
the
time.
world building
No.
and
No, you
the
really like
beginning
that
of the
one
show.
thought was great.
I like it, dude. I'm glad. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
That's one of my favorite sayings. I love that one. Yeah, I like. Well, like I said, we'll deep dive characters next week, but in general, like I think this has a lot of great characters, a lot of great character arcs. Another thing that the show benefits from being 8 seasons and having so much time. Not only do we get to know so many characters, but like so many of them have strong arcs. Some of the ones that I have up here, I think have strong arcs. Some of them not as much. Your boy.
He's like multiple episodes. It's more than you would think.
Yeah, but like
Not as much as the rest of them.
Todoroki. Who else do I got up here?
He's
Miriam,
got
I guess,
probably
is-
more around.
Definitely has more. He's like He's like the most popular character. No, actually, he's probably 3.
Who, Todoroki?
Yeah, I think.
I was
he's the most
saying-
popular.
that that my guy has a decent bit of character development, though more than you would think when you watch the show and just see a random guy.
Yeah.
But with the, like you said, when the show is long enough, it has enough time to give these other characters their time in the spotlight.
Yeah.
And it just, the villains too. It's like everybody in this show has a story, and that's, I guess, a lot of shows do backstories well and give all these characters the development. But this one, almost every character you can kind of understand where they come from and why they are where they are. Even the villains,
Yeah, I think some of the villains I feel compelled by. Some of them I don't.
There are some that are just like pure evil, but
Yeah.
some that we'll talk about later on in the character section that you can understand how they got there. And I think
Which honestly, like, given that they're able to have so many villains, you can have some that are okay. I can understand you. You're compelling. Versus like the ones that are just pure evil. Like at the end of the day, man, there are just people out there that are pure evil. Like, if there were superpowers, there would be just, like, a guy who wants to rule the world. We've already had that.
I, like, that whole thought, like, I've thought about that before when, like, not to get, like, political, but, like, the way people, like, world leaders are and the way they've been in history, like, why does it matter if you conquer the world?
Oh, that's not where I thought
that sounds like a really annoying logistically.
Yeah, like I struggle.
Ruler of the world? Okay.
I struggle to manage one front end at a supermarket. Like, how are you going to manage the whole world?
I just don't even.
It's just
like, maybe, I'm sure there would be,
people.
there would definitely be, like, the villains that they show throughout the show that are just doing crimes, like, robbing people, stealing stuff, causing a ruckus.
Yeah. But I mean, there have been people in history that want to take over the world, so there
would be,
without a doubt,
somebody who could get a power,
somebody that's pure evil. So I think, like, as much as we talk about villains are great when you can understand them, relate to them, see where they're coming from. Like, it is realistic. The flip side of that.
I mean, they're like, I think there's a decent mix. Like, of the main two villains, one you understand, one's pure evil. So,
Yeah, sorry.
And some of them are just weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then some of them just never had a shot.
It's true.
So it's really nice that we do get that
mix.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I mean, most shows, like, I feel like out of other shows, like, this definitely does villains. I don't know about if I want to say the best. I would have to think about it more.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's one of the best.
Really well.
Very well. Very well. I'd say of my top 5 shows, or the top 6, it does villains better than...
I deleted my...
It does villains better than the quintessential quintuplets.
Yeah.
Because there's, like, one.
That's fair.
It does villains better. It probably does villains. It does villains better than Assassination Classroom.
Okay.
I think.
It doesn't do villains better than Attack on Titan.
That's the only one I'm like, I think it does villains better than...
One Piece?
One Piece has
and
plenty
Fruits
that you
Basket,
understand.
yeah, for sure. For you. No.
Well, Fruits Basket has one villain, and she has, like, a very
That's what I'm saying.
redemption arc.
But those are better, is what I'm saying.
It might be. I don't know. It's close. It's one of the best. It does villains very well.
The one villain in Fruits Basket might be better than all the villains.
Well, I'm saying, like,
no, that's fair.
Not comparing, like, I'm comparing quality over quantity.
No, I get it.
One that doesn't miss
is
just as good as, like, 80 that
80%.
do, and, like, a couple that don't, that do miss.
Yeah.
Does villains better than Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's when you think, like, villain who's just pure evil, I think about Frieza. I think that's the best just pure evil villain. Frieza's just horrible in every way.
Yeah.
And he does, like, team up, with Goku and Super at the end there.
Yeah.
But I think he just does that so well, of just being just a pure, just evil guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so consistently evil. You know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't bring myself to really hate him that much. Like, I don't like...
up planets.
I don't like... Well, so does Beerus.
Yeah, that's true.
So did Vegeta.
Well, no. We don't need it.
Like, there's... not to talk about other shows, but, like, like, this one, the main villain is just pure evil, but I don't really like him.
Yeah.
There's not really anything...
There's no redeeming qualities.
Like, at least Frieza's consistently bad and is
he's
cool.
funny.
Yeah. So that's just, I think they do villains very well.
No,
One of the best for that. I like the way they do villains better than JJK.
Yeah.
I like it better than
Oh, obviously Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. We'll get back into that essentially when we watch the movie.
I think Demon Slayer does villains really well.
Yeah, I mean, from the
Main
couple
villain,
episodes
like,
I saw,
it's just kind of evil, but like almost every other villain
that's
gets
how,
like a
like, my
lot
hero
of
is.
explanation.
I feel like the
lot of
couple
backstory.
even in like the few episodes
Lot
of
of
Demon
tragedy.
Slayer, I did kind of learn
Yeah.
a little bit about the like one of the.
So like
first
that's up there for me. Attack on Titan obviously is excellent because of
Well,
the
Attack on
complexity
Titan
of it
is
all.
like what even is a villain?
It's the complexity of it all. I think is great. There's a little bit of villain in all of us.
Is that? I think that my hero is like there's a little bit of a hero in everybody.
There you go.
It's like the opposite.
Yeah, flip sides of the same coin, baby.
Maybe so.
That's great. Anything else you want to say? I feel like
No. This was
I feel like
a
we're
lot
having
of fun. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us on this ride.
yeah.
Might be
It will. So what I think I'm gonna do
we could do this in like 3
for
parts.
your sake and for viewers' sakes, I'm gonna instead of like in the past I've done My Hero Deep Dive Part 1. I'll do. I think today will be like My Hero Deep Dive Part 1. What makes it special? My Hero Deep Dive Part 2. Character.
We could even do
deep
like what
dives.
makes My Hero Academia special.
Sure.
I mean, you could do whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys feel like you're more likely to engage with?
I wish they would tell us right now.
Yeah,
I gotta post
let us
it
know.
first. Yeah.
I guess we'll see how many views we get.
Yeah.
But regardless, thank
Yeah.
you guys for, like I said, joining us on this journey. This at least 3-part journey
Yeah.
as we talk
probably
about
more.
one of our favorite shows
Yeah.
and one of the most popular anime there is.
It's true. It really is. It really is. Well, it's time to stop.
All right. See you guys
All
next
right,
time.
See you guys next week. Peace.